إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره. نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. Praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He's the only one worthy of praise. I seek His help, His guidance, and His forgiveness. I believe in Him and I trust Him. I seek refuge on Almighty Allah from the evil of our passions. Indeed, whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides him to Al-Islam, no one can mislead him after Allah. And whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put him astray, no one can guide him after Allah. I testify, O believers, that there is no deity worthy of worship other than Allah Rabbul Alameen. And I testify that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his messenger and the seal of all the prophets. O Muslims, you must know that the best speech is the speech of Almighty Allah, which is the Quran. The best guidance is the course of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is his Sunnah. The worst of all affairs is innovation, an addition to the religion of Islam. Indeed, every addition to the religion of Islam will lead to hellfire. I adjure you as well as myself to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the best of your ability. Fear Allah, be God conscious, and don't die unless you are in a state of total submission to Almighty Allah. Greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. I'd like to welcome you all for continuation 40 advice for fixing our houses. Turn our houses to a Muslim house. And our advice for today is concerning some of prohibited things that in our houses that we need to remove it. Okay? So our house will be in sakina, in tranquility, have angels inside, good understanding between husband and wife, because when you have the haram things inside your house, this is a serious problem. So we need to remove anything which is displeasing to Allah in our houses, and any action that also is done is not Islamically that we need to put a stop on it. We give example, inshallah, quick, fast, about some of this munkarat. And munkarat is a plural of munkar. And munkar, things which is prohibited by Allah or discouraged by his Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As example, we should be careful from people who are relatives but is not a first degree family relation to the house in the absence of the husband. As example, you are married and your brother is your brother, but he is not related to your wife. Okay? He is a brother-in-law or she, sister-in-law, whatever to him. But in the absence of husbands, only women can visit, or male member who have first degree relationship with the wife, her brother, her son, her father, her grandfather. Okay? This is something that we need to take it in consideration. So no visitation to the opposite sex in the absence of the husband, okay, and no privacy. Another thing, when there is visitation, other family coming to visit your family, that women sits with women, men sits with men, no mixing, okay, no mixing. A woman want to feel free how to sit, showing her jewelry and her nice clothes, and could not do this in the presence of other men's, okay. So it should be a living room for men, or a guest room, and there is other rooms that like the living room, this for the women to sit together by themselves, because this is a Islamic behavior, Islamic proper code of life. Also, we have to do our best not to be in privacy in transportation, okay. Like you have somebody else with you, or your driver, a woman like you, or your driver is a man like you. So we need to understand, well, I'm not saying that anybody going to do something, but it can be temptation to the other person. It can lead to some, you understand, is not appreciated later on. Okay, those people who act on the manner of the other sex, okay, that mean a woman acting like a man or a man acting like a woman, all right, those people, they shouldn't be, those people shouldn't be visiting in our Muslim house, okay. Number 5, we have to be careful about the devil box, because the devil box bring all devilish thing all the way to your house, and this can be temptation for you, for your husband, for your children, and it can be indirect methodology to let them get used to this haram. Also, we should be careful from these cell phones, and if there is no necessity for our children to be carrying phone, we shouldn't be giving them a telephone, okay. Also, we have to search the house and make sure we don't have anything that resemble other religion or other belief, like as example, a cross or an image, things that is worshipped by other people. We are not supposed to have things like this in our houses. Any picture that for anything with a soul, it need to be removed, because it prevents the angels to be in your house, okay. If it's a bird, a horse, a human being, any living things, if you have a picture of it hanging in the wall, you need to remove the things. Also, no smoking in the house, especially parents, because you setting yourself a bad example for your children. And smoking is double haram, not only one haram. Why is double haram? It's actually triple haram. One haram because you waste your money in things which is not beneficial for you. The second thing, you damage in your health. The third thing that you setting yourself a bad example for your children. Number four, your mouth and your breath is something disgusting for the angels. They don't want to come closer to you. One before the last thing is have no dogs in the house. And the Prophet ﷺ told us that الملائكة لا تدخل بيت في كلب أو صورة. Angels doesn't enter a house which has a dog or a image, human being image. If you have to have a watching dog, it to be out of the house, not inside the house. One last thing that we shouldn't be wasting our time in decorating the housing, okay, big frame, big picture, okay. I'm not saying it's haram, but you know, there is a lot of people that not even have $1 to buy a piece of bread. And after this, we go buy things, okay? You can make handy things with your hand and to decorate the house, it's fine. But don't to go spend like some people says they was, oh, this picture I bought it was in discounts. How much you spend it? We say it was only $8,000, like nothing. Or do you don't know because it's very, very understand. Don't tell me about how is what benefit you're going to get. Is decoration is spending $8,000? Yeah, it actually used to it's supposed to be in auction, but the original price was $10,000. Okay, all right. Try to take these things in consideration. Clear your house out of it. Again, before I close, I want to remind you that I maybe show up tomorrow, but after this is Saturday and Sunday and maybe Monday. Okay, I'm going to be out of town. Okay, so but I'll be looking forward to come back and continue with you, inshallah. Appreciate your time. If anybody have any comments, any question, anything that you want to say before I leave, in case I didn't come tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going out of town. I have a conference there in Chicago, and I'm not going to be able to broadcast to you because I'll be busy with the conference, inshallah. Comments, question, correction. Anybody will be making dua for me, inshallah, please? Okay, I'll make dua for you. Since nobody want to make dua for me. It's okay. All right, guys, this is the last call. If you have any question, if you have any comments, and I would love to tell you, visit adlyonline.com. Very cheap and books and good quality, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك and Allah knows best. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.